We've got to dodge the whole deck. 10, 8, 5s. I don't know. There's too many cards. I can't look. I can't look. Ten is gotta be bad. It's gotta be bad. Yeah. So brutal. Can we still jump in this again? I think just about. Just about. Got in the money in the PLO, which is always nice. Interesting spot here. Queen 5 suited, facing under the gun open, and a call all in for a bounty. So we'll be calling here insanely wide on the button, protected by the under the gun open range. Although it should be very, very wide given this stack. A lot of the time people don't see it, and it's still under the gun. He could have limped. But he went for the open. Ace Queen, going to be straight all in this one. Not sure if bet or check is better here with Queen 5 suited. I think I would expect leads, and I would also expect c-bets from good hands, so I'm going to take that as the green light that my hand is good most of the time. There are going to be worse 5x's, there's going to be 4x, there's going to be draws. I don't want to see a check raise, but if we do, I'm happy to just get rid of this hand. We want to see 2 folds. Call isn't the end of the world. Can still definitely be ahead of big blind's range. I think if the big blind has a lot of hands, they would have just got it in. So this check call strikes me as we have the best hand a lot. I'm wondering if I can value bet the turn. Feels thin, but it actually feels okay in this spot. Yeah, let's value bet the turn. Easy fold if we face the jam. I can have flushes here as well, and I'm pretty nicely protected. I can have straights. Fold is good. And getting it heads up for the bounty is very good. Very, very good. And holding is even better. Okay, interesting spot. World Series event here. Covered in the bounty, jam or free bet, commit. Seems like very good options to me. Do I just rip it in? 36. A little bit big. It's a little bit big. Yeah, bounties are so strange. Like, we just get more value so often here when I free bet. He's just forced to continue so wide, and obviously winning pre is a great situation for me. My hand is strong enough to get it in for 35 to 40 bigs, in a bounty even more so. King Queen in the World Series. Starting with a button open, facing a small blind jam would be very fine with me. Getting to run it for the bounty. Yes, okay. Big blind jams we're going to be in a predicament. Very predicament, but easy call now. And Ace 2 suited, okay. That's a very fair arrangement. And that is even better if we just fade. Fade the heart, fade the ace. Green is great. Green is great, yes. $200 bounty. So the re-entry is going better. I'm going to free that versus the cutoff. One call is interesting, to say the least. They've cashed for 2k. Their stats look pretty wild, so this player is definitely going to be a fun player. And now at this stack depth, this stacked pot ratio, we are pretty obligated to go broke with this hand, unless the turn is exactly like an ace or something. just going to start with a small bet. A conventional cold calling range is going to be ace jack suited, 10s, 9s, 8s. A fish cold calling range, it could be even pocket 4s, even jack 10 suited. So I'm going to go with a small bet again now. Mainly, well, I'm going to do a geometric bet size, which is that going to be a quarter? Make it 35, leave me 22, so I think I want to size up a little bit. If I go 9, makes the pot 40, leaves me just under. So yeah, I think about 9.4 is a nice geometric size, because there is a lot of hands that are going to struggle to fold, pairs and straight draws, flush draws. And I'm just going to value jam a non-4 straight river. And facing the jam, just have to call off at this point. You don't really bet for value on the turn to fold versus aggression very often. If I run into a set, so it goes, I was going to go broke on the brick river anyway, so. And 6-5 suited, this is one of the reasons we can't consider folding. A lot of hands just want to run it with their equity. And we hold, nice. Pretty deep, but jacks is still a pure free bet. Small blind versus cutoff. Doesn't mean that I want to play for stacks, but I do definitely want to start getting some value. And now I think I do want to play for stacks. So it's whether I want to size up really big, go for like a pot bet, jam some turns. Do I overbet and then just jam turn? I mean, if he has 8s, 9s, 10s, I think he's going to struggle to fold. I'm going to start with an overbet. Betting like 3/4, half pot, even just betting a third with range is an option, but getting in on the flop is the most ideal situation for me with this hand, and very beautifully, we stack pocket 8s. On the flop, we got the most value possible in this situation, which is amazing. So I think the overbet did wonders there. Obviously fortunate to run into the hand, but to get max on the flop is pretty nice. I'm going to free bet bluff, ace-5 off here. I think it's a pretty nice hand to do it. People massively overfold versus the big blind free bet bluffs, and me covering him in a bounty is a good situation. Wow, that's a big bounty that we do not get to play for. Big pot. Surprised Binjuam goes for the call instead of the all-in, because obviously he doesn't have a fold range here once he's put in this much of his stack, but here you go, he is tanking, which in my opinion is a waste of everyone's time. There is nothing you call here which isn't a snap call versus the more all-in, because this bounty is worth, there's 14,000 chips here, the bounty is worth, he's folded, he's actually folded, no way, no way. Wow. Yeah, this is a huge mistake from this player here. Folding with anything that calls, puts in 14,000, doesn't then call off when obviously this guy's got a really wide jam range. This bounty's huge. I can't believe that they just found a fold. It's mind blowing. So the bounty was $450 when it's $200 to start. So the bounty is, it's worth a lot more than 14,000. Well, not a lot more, but it's worth a decent amount more than 14,000. And yeah, you've pot committed yourself every single time with any hand. Squeeze in with the ace jack here. And yeah, if this guy goes all in, I have to call. It wouldn't be nice, and obviously I have to call if this guy goes all in. Seems like we've got another great table. I'm about to be on the break after this hand. I mean, given that he's just call fold, I have no idea what he even tanks here with. Like, maybe they're tilted after seeing ace jack. Was like, yep, snap in. Call. Call. What is this guy doing? What's he doing? He's got ace 10. Damn it. Punish him. Punish him. I mean, I actually think his call there is fine. 8 jack. Ah. Yeah, I think call and then call the squeeze is actually okay with a hand like that or king queen suited. And then I'm never getting away when I've got overs and a gut shot. Hoping to run into the king queen or the fold. Yeah. Unfortunate for a bounty though, but it is what it is. I can't believe he folded after calling the all in. It's amazing. I love bounty tournaments. Just getting to play the stacks so often. That's a pretty good flop for ace jack with the jack of diamonds, but still going to start with check. I think checking range on ace high monotone out of position is actually very important, no matter what hand we have. So that's king flush, top set, pairing a flush draw, anything. Checking with the whole range, and now it's just, is the third nut strong enough to go for 2 bets? I think it could be. A lot of the time, heads up in 4-turn turns, we start with loads of big bets when we're a bit more polar to like top flush or second flush. I'm going to check. Obviously, we get to go for a very big bet now on the river, because a diamond is really going to struggle to fold. And easy call versus this. It could be a worse hand. Value bank. It could be the 10 of diamonds or the 9 of diamonds. It could be a bluff. Easy call. We've induced it. Lovely. And wow, what is this free bet? People love these tiny free bets today. I mean, I just have to say thank you very much for this great price. My hand would have been in a tough spot with my stack depth if you went bigger, but now it's in a really lovely spot where I just get to realize all my equity in position, and it's just a good time. Playing for another bounty over here. And hold. Love to see it. Okay. Wow. He's convinced me pretty well here that my top pair is not good. I mean, he is a bit of a wild card, but is he really doing this with queens? I can't really see enough hands that I beat. I think I just say thanks for the price pre. I hate folding top pair and a backdoor flush draw, but you've convinced me to do it. I think that's a good fold. Maybe. This guy's got 2.1 big blinds, and I have a king and a jack. Did not come here to fold king jack to 2 big blind jams. No matter what this guy does, I'm in. I'm in. You want to make it 6 big blinds? Let's go. Ace 5. Jack. Hold. Hey, wow. Running very good in this tournament. Keep doing that. A squeeze. Opening here with the jack 8 suited, blind me blind. Very nice flop. I'm going to go for check raise. And I want to choose a big size because I'm saying, let's play for stacks. I'm saying I've got a good 8 or a strong bluff or an overpair. Beautiful card, but the ace of hearts in particular cuts away a lot of my flushes. I'm gonna start with a check. I should still stack a straight. A check, I'll block 2 pairs. If he's got 9-10, want him to start bluffing. On the 6, I either go for check, jam, or bet. I'm just gonna go for a bet, I think. No, let's go for, I think 9-10 gets there. That's convinced me. Let's check jam. Go for the check jam. Oh, that's a very big bet, sir. That's a very, very big bet. Considering it's not an all in though, it's pretty wacky. Why didn't he go all in? No, he's gonna bet that big. I think he might as well go all in, unless it's a bluff. Trying to save money on a bluff? Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll get to find out. I just always have a flush here for what it's worth. I don't think I would bluff this spot. So he should get away from everything, unless he thinks I'm capable of bluffing this spot. Or value betting a worse hand than he's got. It is 9-10. But if you size this way, you got to get away. You've got to get away. You can do it. You can do it. I don't know why I'm encouraging to not give me the bounty, but I just think he should follow everything though. So he obviously doesn't snap because he's got a flush. Interesting spot. This bounty, 23,000 chips. Starting stacks 50,000 chips. Might get to play for this small blind bounty too. That's the only thing. I think I can come in with call. I don't know. I don't know. It's more because of the small blind stack. I think, yeah, because this is going to happen pretty much every time, and we both get to call and then play for both bounties. That is what convinced. If this small blind stack wasn't there, I think I'd just fold. But getting to play for both of these when he's going to just go in so wide when he covers this bounty, I think it's the play. Obviously, big blind can attack us all, but I do cover him. Could be awkward facing a bet on the turn. I think a gut shot. I think that's just too much though. Yeah, it's just a bit too much. I'm just too far behind. As big as the pot is. Yeah, we were very, very far behind. Ace 4 offsuit. I think this jams. I think it actually performs better than usual because we're going to get ISO'd by a lot of hands we're ahead of. I think chip EV this is a jam, and I think there isn't ICM, there's just the bounty component, which means people call me wider, so it's going to generate more EV than usual. Not living life, obviously, but actually should be called by plenty of worse hands. Like if you're sitting there with Queen Jack suited, you should just commit. Or like loads of suited broadways. Yep. So it's going to be a better hand a decent amount of the time. Hopefully, if it is, it's not too far ahead. Could easily be like Ace 5 suited as well. King Queen suited. Oh, it's a worse hand, but we're going to chop most of the time. Looks like a chop. Slight favorite. Oh man. Not like this. Not like this.